Hello everyone, welcome back. So in my previous video, I explained how we can utilize Fire Index to query our documents using Azure ML Prompt Flow. So let's go one step further and see how we can utilize Azure AI Search to query our documents using Azure Machine Learning Prompt Flow. And do keep in mind that Azure AI Search is the one which was formerly known as Cognitive Search. And this feature is still in preview, which means that things may change a little bit going forward. Okay, so let's first understand what is this indexing process. So we have already discussed this many times. Let me give you a quick overview once again. So when we talk about indexing, specifically in the terms of Azure ML, what it does is it takes the input, your documents could be your input, it will chunk your data, and then it will create embedding out of those data chunks. And once the embedding is generated, it will push it into your vector index. So this is the high level flow which we are going to execute today using Azure Machine Learning Prompt Flow. So before we get started, these are the few things you need to make sure that these are in place. So first of all, you need an active Azure subscription. Then you need to create a resource group. We also need Azure OpenAI instance because this thing I'm going to do using Azure OpenAI instance. But if you are using any other LLM, you can also integrate it over there. Like most of the LLMs can be integrated with Azure Prompt Flow. Then you need to create ML workspace, and we also need a compute instance where our workflow is going to run. So all these things I have already explained in my previous video of the same series. So if you're not sure how to do this, I would recommend you to watch out my playlist on Azure Prompt Flow, and you will get pretty much good idea about how to do this. So in this video, I'm going to skip like all of these things because these are very time consuming process and will take more than a minute or two to perform every individual actions. So let's quickly get started so this is my resource group which I have created. So this is the one, and here I have already created machine learning workspace as well as you can see search index and OpenAI instance, which is this one. So if you want to get started, you need to go to your machine learning studio, click on the prompt flow, and here you can create a new flow. So before creating the workflow, I hope you remember that we need to furnish these details like connections, runtime, as well as the vector index. So let's quickly go to connections and set up one connection. Click on create here and click on Azure OpenAI. So here you need to provide the name of your connection. Then you need to select your provider and just furnish all these details, your API key, your API type, your endpoint, as well as the API version. So once these are furnished, you will see that the instance is created. So like I said, I have already created one, so I'm not going to repeat this process. Then you need to go to runtime, click on runtime and just give some unique name to your runtime, provide description if you want, and select your ML instance. So if you have not already created one, you can also use this particular button, create Azure ML compute instance, and create a new instance for yourself. So once it is done, just click on create and you will see that your instance is up and running in just a minute or two. Okay, the next step here is vector index. So you can click on create button. And here you need to provide, so maybe I can go ahead and show you how to do this because this is the main idea of this particular video. And before creating the index, you need to have an instance of Azure Search. So what you can do is you can go to your Azure portal and search for Azure AI Search. This would be under the marketplace. So click on Azure. Let me search it again. Azure AI Search. So you can see it is listed under marketplace. Click on that and just furnish all these details and it will create an instance of search service for you. So I'm not going to do it again because I already have one which is lying over here. Okay, so what we can do is we can go to this create index. Let me show you again. So you can go to vector index, click on create, and here you need to provide some name. Let's say I'm just giving some name because I have already created. I'm not going to execute it till the end. Here you need to just input some folder. So I'm going to take the same folder. It is having one text file, and these are the files which are supported, like I said before. And inside this you need to select the one which is Azure AI Search Index. Click on this and click on New. So when you will click on New, it will ask you to furnish all these details, like what is your API key, your endpoint, and the unique name for your this instance. So once these are done, just click on save, and it will create a search string similar to this one. So just follow this the guided process, and you will end up creating an instance for your vector index. So this is the one I have created for me. Now next thing what we need to do is we can go to prompt and create a new flow. So under standards, select for standards, and this is the one which I'm going to choose today. So you can click on view detail to understand what all things we need. So this sample demonstrates Q&A application powered by GPT. It utilizes indexes files from Azure ML to provide grounded answer. It means you can provide your own data and get the response out of that. And this sample also contains multiple prompt variants, which I will be discussing in my upcoming video. And apart from that, these are the 4 tools which we have already utilized in our previous video, like LLM tool. Then we need one for embedding, we need one for index lookup, and the Python to write few lines of Python code to format our output. So once it is done, we can click on clone. Here we need to provide some name. So I will just give it some name over here and click on clone. It's going to take close to 30 seconds. So let's wait for that. Okay, so our flow is ready. Next thing we need to do is we need to furnish all the configuration. So if you will see the right hand side, the graph which was generated. So here you can see the input, your question. Let me move it a little bit this side. Okay, so this is how the flow looks like, and make sure that you have set up your runtime as a very first step, otherwise things will not work as expected. And now I will walk you through the very first step, which is the input. So here we need to provide the question which we are going to ask. So we'll say, so let's take the same question because I'm taking the same document as an input. So I have furnished my input string, and it is going to store in a variable name question. Then what we are doing here is the second step here is the embed the question. So for embed the question, we need to provide the OpenAI configuration. That's the deployment name which will be used for generating the embedding. So this is a string which we have already created in our connections. And then we need to select the deployment model, which is text adder. Let's give it few seconds. Okay, so text embedding adder 002, and the input is already set as the question, which is perfectly all right. Move on to the next thing, which was search question from index document. So here we need to provide the name, the URL where our index is stored. So how can we get it there? So let me go back one step. And we'll go to connections. We'll go to vector index. I will open this one, and you can see index data. Just click on this one, and on the bottom right, you can see this is the storage URL. So just grab this one and paste it over here. So this is the place where our index data is stored. And then we need to provide the query input, which is nothing but the output of the first step, which is embed the question, and how many top results you want. I will just go for one this time. Then we have generate prompt context. So if you want, you can change the format. How do you want your output to be generated? So I will still go with the same. I'm not going to change it, but this is just a Python code and you can easily tweak it. Then moving on to the prompt variant. So this is the part which I will be discussing later. So let me quickly delete the extra thing. We will just go with the one prompt. Okay, so this is the prompt and it is saying you are an AI assistant that helps users answer question given a specific context. You will be given a context and asked a question based on the context. Your answer should be precise as possible and should only come from the context. So this is what we are saying, and we are also saying that please add citation after each sentence when possible in the form of this source colon and then the URL or however it is providing. Then we have a user, and this is how we are providing the context to the bot. This is the this is for chat because I have taken GPT 3.5. So that's the reason we have to provide in this particular form. Now coming on to the LLM configuration. So here we need to provide our configuration. We need to select the model which we are going to use to query. So here GPT 3.5 Turbo I'm taking. You need to provide the max tokens. So let's give it 300. And I think rest all is good. Let's quickly execute it and see how things are. So now this step is going to take close to a minute for the very first time. So you can see that all these steps are executed, all nodes are in green. Let's quickly go and have a look at the output. So I will just say view full output, and this is the output we have. So homelessness or houselessness is the condition of lacking stable, safe and functional housing. So this is the data which came from my input document. And here you can see as a citation it is showing source and then the URL from where it picked this particular response. So this is how you can integrate, and if you will watch my previous video, you will realize that it is almost similar to how we have done for FIRES. The only thing is here we need to create the instance of search service outside this machine learning workspace. Like I said, it is still in preview, and that's the reason vector support for prompt flow is still working in such way. So I'm assuming going forward we need not to go ahead and create instance outside this ML workspace, and everything will be done seamlessly in this. But as of now, until things are in correct shape, we have to create this instance outside, and we can just pull in here by using these particular tabs. One is the vector index. So that's all I have for today. And if you have any doubts like how we configured this runtime connections or even how we created the compute, I would recommend you to watch my previous video in the same playlist and you will get all your answers. So do let me know in comments if you still have some doubts or if you're looking for any other type of scenarios which I need to cover. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and just tune in for my next video in which I will be discussing about prompt variants and how can we utilize them in any given flow. Thanks for watching.